All right, guys. So I am done for the weekend. So this is my long weekend, my long working period. So a couple of months ago in April, our schedules changed. So we had to start working weekends, and I was privileged to be working weekdays, Monday through Friday, with no weekends, no holidays. But things do change. Change is uncomfortable but very, very necessary. So our schedules change and we have to work every other weekend, meaning Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So I work the 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those are very long hours, and up to now I haven't adjusted. It's like when it gets to Thursday evening, there's some sort of anxiety that just kicks in, and I can't tell you how I feel about it. There's mixed feelings for sure. One thing I know is that by the end of the week, if it's my weekend off, I know I have a 3-day weekend, and the week for me to work is like, it's long and dreading. So one thing I want to share with you mainly is how I get ready for my long weekends. And it's about planning. As they say, we don't plan to fail, but we fail to plan. As a long weekend schedule, one thing I do is to make sure I plan my meals. I don't like buying food, period. I don't like buying food from work. I make my food and I bring it to work. So this is my lunch bag. We should be having clears, but after going through 2 clear bags, I'm like, I'm done. I just carry this bag here. This was inherited from my husband. It has the AFG logo on it. So that's my lunch bag, and I carry my food with me. I did post a shot on what I carried for today, which was my yogurt with some berries and chia seeds. I also carried some 3 egg muffins with veggies. I also brought in a banana and papaya. And of course, I have to have my coffee for the day. So one thing I do is to make sure I have my meals. I do meal prep, and every week is different. I meal prep for myself and for my family. My taste is very, very different for my kids and my husband. So sometimes, based on what I'm craving for the week, I just do a meal prep for myself and then cook for the family. And that's one thing that saves me. The other thing that saves me is to make sure I get enough rest. So on Thursday night into Friday morning, when I wake up at 4:20 a.m. because I have to be at work by 6 a.m. My drive from home to work is 40 minutes to 45 minutes. In the morning when I drive, there's really no traffic, so I get to work at a decent time. But it's not just about driving to work. I have to go through security, which takes another couple of minutes. So these are some of the things that I do. I make sure I get some rest. And when I talk about getting rest, I go to bed early on Thursday night into Friday, most of the time, as much as I can. If I don't have weekend activities, which I try not to, especially with these long hours, I try not to go to those activities if I'm able to avoid. If possible, I just send my family to represent, or whatever the situation is. Because going to such activities sometimes can really keep me up late and can even make me grab my family out of a function a little earlier than they should. So I make sure I get rest, I make sure I pack my meals. The other thing is to make sure I am prepared. So I have a bag that I carry with me here. This is just my little bag that I take through security. It's just easier to go through. I have my wallet, my book, my snacks in here, and my notebooks, my pencil, my chopstick. And I have my main bag that I try to leave it at work, because going through security with it is it's not worth it. So the things I keep in there are things that I know I need on routine basis. So as a nurse practitioner, there's certain tools and equipment that I need for myself. The place of work has some items, but I still bring my own. So of course I need a stethoscope. I need a pen light. I need pens. I need a headlamp like when I'm doing suturing, I need a headlamp. Headlamp? I think it's headlamp. Yeah, headlamp. So I need that as well to make sure I can see what I'm suturing real good. I also try to bring snacks and keep in my bag. Every day is different. Some days it's just so hard to even step away to go eat something. So if I'm not able to go take my lunch at a decent time or my breakfast at a decent time, I just grab a small snack from my bag, and that keeps me going for a little bit until I'm able to step away. Then the other thing I do to prep me for long weekends is hydration. This is actually my second bottle for the day, and it's a 1 liter bottle that I drink throughout the day. Hydration is key. This is one thing that I've taught some of my colleagues, and it works. Watch it. You won't regret. So when I grab my bottle, I take 10 sips, and not just sips, 10 gulps of the hydration water, whatever you're drinking, 10 sips of it. And by the time you're finished, this is going to reduce. Like right now, it's on 600. Let's see how far we can go. That was 10. See how far it's moved. It's moved to 400. So within one sip, I've drunk 200 cc's of water. That's the goal change. That's the main thing that I do to make sure I stay hydrated. Because sometimes you get so busy and you forget you need to hydrate. So if you have a bottle of water like this, or even if you're using just a regular glass, a regular cup, when you grab your bottle of water, take 10 sips before you set it down, and you'll realize what the difference it makes. The other thing I do is to make sure I have a good relation with my colleagues, the nurses I work with, the medical assistants I work with, the providers I work with, the nurse practitioners, and the doctors I work with. That's a very good thing. Work relation is very, very important. And I'm not telling you to, I'll leave it there. But having a good relationship with your colleagues makes your work easier. If you're working at double or triple weekend shifts like I did, 6A to 6P, those are long hours. And the last thing you want is being stressful at work because you don't get along with everybody, or you don't want to be part of a team player. So those are the things that really help. And I hope for those who are working long hours like me, I hope you're making it through. It's tough. I can tell you it's tough. But I'm just trying to embrace the change and just seeing how far this can get me. I love my job. I love what I do, but I don't love these long hours. I don't love them. I can't lie. But you know, it is what it is. At some point, I'll get to it and I'll embrace what it's brought. Anyway, that was just a quick random video that I thought I should share because this is my long work weekend and I'm going home, and hopefully I can get some rest for the next 2 days before I start it all over again. So thank you so much for joining me. Watch out for the next video. Peace out.